I made the mistake earlier. Using my new Spotify account, I listened to Weird Al's Amish Paradise. And now I've just got the first few bars of that song stuck in my head forever. Do, 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 do. I don't walk through the valley as I harvest my grain. Take a look at my wife and I notice she's very plain. Oh god, there's also the Trump Around song, which is a parody of Jump Around. Terrific parody. Very well done. Two different people have actually made parodies of that same song based on the same subject matter, and they're both very good, but the 3-minute long version just has all the lyrics, and it's just... Oh dear, the lyrics are so good. It's a work of art. I legitimately prefer it to the original version of the song. I think I must have gone that whole direction. Oh, okay, thank you for the warning. See, I bet he attacks, and then 2 others attack. Oh, yep, there they are, yep. There's another clever girl moment. Ooh, them and their weird little pot bellies, I don't like it. Pot bellies, as we all know, are the truest sign of evil. Oh, here's another one. Just hanging on the sky like spider guys. Arachnids. Non-copyright infringing person, arachnid guy. His theme tune is a slightly off-note version of the 60s Spider-Man music. Beep. Ooh. This reminds me of a boss from Devil May Cry 2013. Oh my goodness, I don't think I've talked about this in the Let's Plays before. Devil May Cry 2013, I think it's a legit great game, and this is coming from someone who did enjoy the first Devil May Cry. Those are the only 2 I've played, is the first one and the most recent one. It was a controversial game largely because a lot of die-hard fans of the original games didn't like the rebrand, and I can understand that, but it did kind of overshadow the game itself. I think, you know, if we call it a remake, which it basically is because it tells the same sort of story but better done, I think. Definitely has a more coherent story than Devil May Cry ever has before. I think it's a very... It's a memorable little universe they've set up with a decently told story, you know. It's a gorgeous game, just aesthetically, like... They didn't need to do that HD re-release, they really didn't. It still looks so beautiful. You know, I think a lot of people call it quite try-hard with the style and everything, and I'm like, you know... I think Devil May Cry has always been try-hard, but it's always also had a sense of humour, which DMC 2013 also has. It maybe takes itself a bit more seriously than a lot of them, but it also... Well, in the first 5 minutes it has Dante like running around collecting his... Because he's just had a nice sexy night with some ladies, and in the morning he has to run around fighting demons, picking up his trousers, and his guns are dangling from a bra on a lamppost. He has to grab them. It's silly. And people seemed personally offended by that moment when this white wig flies by and it lands on his head, and he looks in the mirror. And it's obviously meant to be the old Dante's hair, and he just goes, nah, no way. It's like, I think it's, I won't say what happens, but there's also a plot point which, okay, it doesn't feel disrespectful at all. It feels like a very, very well done game. I think if it was a necessary breath of fresh air into a franchise that had lost its edge, most people thought, you know. It'd been like 3 games since the last one that most people liked. I think it's one of those games that has a weird... I think there's the last... in the year it came out, there was a lot of backlash, but I think the next couple of years since, there's been a slow kind of acknowledgement that it was actually quite good. I really liked it. I got it from Humble Bundle, and I've played it through like three times? At least twice. Yeah. It's a very different sort of game to something like Dark Souls. I like the term spectacle fighter, that idea of like that sort of God of War thing of comboing people, you know. Well, Arkham does that too to an extent, the idea of like mixing up your attacks to get a better score. Because you could just do the same attack on everyone, but first of all, a lot of creatures will be resistant to certain attacks, and secondly, you just will get terrible score. And you need a good score to buy upgrades and stuff, so... Plus it's just more, it's just more fun to try and mix up your attacks. No, I really enjoyed it. Oh, a Deacon robe. I'm sure that'll be highly effective armor. Let's have a look at the Deacon robe. There are so many jokes about little boys I can make right now, and I'm above all that. The scariest armor of all. There we go. All is as it should be. Oh God, were you standing there the whole time? I think he just appeared while I wasn't looking. That was quite freaky. Once again, a ghost made me jump. Oh goodness, sorry if I went quiet for a minute there. It's because I couldn't decide if I was going to sneeze or not, and then I did. But I must have been quite surreal listening to it, but I was just frantically trying to decide if I could repress that sneeze or not, and I mostly did. Oh my goodness, what is that? Oh my goodness, what is that? That's unusual to be in a cathedral. Knowing Dark Souls, what do you want to bet? He turns out to be friendly. I'm okay now. Crisis averted. Oh, Jesus, okay. Maybe not friendly. Hello. This reminds me of Time Split 2 of all things. Every time there's a lift in Dark Souls, you have to check if there's something underneath it, because 50% of the time there's a little secret underneath if you make the lift move up without you. But there is not on this occasion. The other thing that happens is in Dark Souls 1, in Firelink Shrine, if I'm going in the lift underneath Firelink Shrine, 1 in 10 times I'll forget to check if the lift is actually there and just fall down the hole. And there's a very funny moment in my past when I was playing with a friend in the expansion zone. I was just walking along talking about something completely unrelated, and then just right in front of him I fell down this hole where I thought the lift was, and just went and he just proceeded to laugh constantly for about 20 minutes after that. You know, that sort of laughter where someone occasionally like composes themselves and then will just burst out laughing again. Ah, we've discovered a shortcut. Very good, very good. I think Dark Souls 3 has the right sort of distance of bonfires, just about. Dark Souls 2 is kind of notorious for just sprinkling bonfires everywhere. Yeah, if you have too many checkpoints, it just loses all meaning. But if you don't have enough, you get that demon. I always think Demon Souls was too punishing with checkpoints, especially because you die once and you lose all this health, and you have to go use an item to get it back, and oh god, it was so stressful. You know, this is what I always say. I always say Demon Souls was the innovator, Dark Souls was the, I don't want to say perfecter, but the when they really got it right. Cleansing Chapel, that definitely sounds ominous. This is where we get the soap out and oh god, I was gonna say something. I really feel like I forgot something. Oh well. God of War armor, by the way, I don't know if you saw that. Nope. Whatever I was gonna say, it can't be that important. What level am I? 61, very exciting. Also, I've only been invaded that one time so far, so I'm hoping that was an anomaly. Oh no, I thought something. An interesting thing is, ever since Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 2 gave you bonfire teleportation right from the beginning of the game. I think Bloodborne has that, but don't quote me on that. And Dark Souls 3 lets you teleport between bonfires from the beginning as well. And I've mixed feelings on that, but I like it in the sense that if you've played Dark Souls 1 already, and then play Dark Souls 2, and then you play 3 and there's no teleporting, it would feel a bit weird for there to not be teleporting after that. But, for the convenience of Let's Players, it's helpful. Ooh. Sword ring, I'll have to remember to check that. Oh god. I imagine it's possible to hurt this guy, but this doesn't seem like the best place. Oh god. That was funny. Oh shit. Messed up my iframes. Just for comparison. Okay, no, that just killed me. How much damage did that do? Not an awful lot, considering I could just escape and that would be easier. Oh. I think a guy landed in the corner just as I escaped. And I'm concerned about him sneaking up on me. Oh god. It's had the look of an illusory wall, but I don't think it actually is. Ugh. It's an arrow sticking out of my face. Lovely. Well, it's like that time-honoured glitch I discovered in Metal Gear Solid 3 where there's this whole system in Snake Eater where you can pick wounds out of yourself. But if you leave an arrow in if you leave an arrow in Snake and then don't remove the arrow, if you let it heal naturally over time, it will actually be stuck in his body for the rest of the game, including in cutscenes and stuff. Oh ho! I was just thinking, I haven't seen a chest like this in a while. I bet it's a mimic, and lo and behold. What I like about mimics in Dark Souls 1 is you get like halfway through the game before the first one appears. So it legitimately might make you surprised. I think they kind of... Again, I wonder how much of the game was designed on the assumption that people would have played the previous games. This is kind of a weird look. Look at this thing. They've got like... Ugh. I wonder if these guys have any connections to the pilgrims we saw earlier. Like the guys with the shells on their backs. Speaking of which, I met one of those guys. And he said he was going to be my friend, and I haven't seen him since. I don't know what's going on with that. Oh, hello. You're very, very threatening. I'd like to round out the day with another boss fight, that'd be good. Something about the animation of me just scooting up the ladder. Whoop, 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 whoop. I wonder if that big dude is the boss fight. That'd be kind of predictable. I don't think he will be the boss fight though, because I could probably do a decent amount of damage to him just by attacking his hands. I always appreciate in a game like this when you do have the option to just kill someone like that if you're determined enough. Like, look, I've done like 1/10 of his damage. I reckon that door down there is the main entrance we couldn't open earlier. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah. That's the proper place to fight him down there. You know, a phenomenon I've discovered in life that always drives me mad is, have you ever found a random song you really like and you think, oh boy, I look forward to hearing this band's other music, which is hopefully just as good, and you listen to the other music and it's either completely different or nowhere near as good? I'm always disappointed by that. Oh shit, nope. Abort, abort, abort. Stomp. We're excited to bring you this rendition of Stomp. Be wary of coffin. I'm not sure how serious that recommendation is. Okay. Oh. Oh dear. Ooh. This guy means business. It's the mountain. Oh god, oh god, oh god. I swear that mace is as big as I am. Oh no, he's enchanted. I just did half his health. This guy's no challenge at all. he's this huge knight and I just killed him with that scratch. The joke would be on me if he just stood up again. No. No. I was really worried how that was going to go, and then, oh well. Nope, nothing. There's an item in there. This, I suspect, is the floor of the cathedral, yeah, the main area where that big guy was. Let's not go there right now. If you're the sort of person who doesn't like to watch someone go through all the nooks and crannies, oh dear. Longfinger Kirk, oh god. I think this is an MP. You can usually tell an NPC an NPC invader because their name will actually like have capital letters in it and make grammatical sense. Also, the player who invaded me earlier seems to be part of the Longfinger Covenant, I think, from what I read. So I suspect this guy is a... God, I hate this bit where you're like, oh, they could be anywhere. Oh, there he is, Jesus! Yeah, he's got the old Kirk armor. Kirk. Captain Kirk, at your service. They call me Longfinger Kirk. Ooh. Here to get a Longfinger discount. Oof. I always liked Kirk in Dark Souls 1 because, you know, he invades you at 3 separate points in the game and you don't know who he is. And then if you go back to the spider lady place, you realise he was actually just trying to get sustenance for her, so you know. Oh dear. Okay, touche Kirk, that caught me off guard. Is our first death today? It might be. Not bad, over an hour before I died. Yeah, I'm not far from the bonfire, am I? Or am I? I can't remember. I think I am. Hope not. No, it's just over here. That's that bridge we started on ages ago, isn't it? This is all part of the same town. Ugh. Yeah, this must be that huge cathedral we couldn't get into. It's all coming back to me. Ugh, see now we gotta bloody get this lift back. Oop. Jump around, trump up and get down. Trump, everybody trump. I've had that song stuck in my head every day for about 6 months now. Trump. Nothing to see here but us unkindled. Oh, please kill that guy. Please kill him. That'd be good. Oh, jeez, not me. Oh, okay, got him too. Oof. Ooh. Jeez. I'm not sure what that fire was about. I feel like I'm sniffing a lot, so sorry about that. Hello? Is anyone down here? I wonder if I have to fight that knight again. Oh look, is this guy? Almost intimidating for a second there. Oh yeah, we have to fight the knight again. It's not too surprising since he sucks. Like, he looks like this big intimidating guy. Actually, I better get my souls quickly. Ooh. Actually, if I get invaded by Longfinger again, that'd be bad. Actually, I'm not actually kindled, am I? So, what's that effect that keeps happening? Jeez, I think if you actually let him start attacking, he does a decent amount of damage. Oh no, he's healing. Oh god. Well, he's dead now. Doesn't even drop anything, the sod. I expect you have to be embered in order to get invaded by Kirk. Disappointed now, though. Yeah, that's the main area, I don't want to go there. I reckon I can I'll come back. Well, actually, that's the question. If I ember now, will he appear? Hey. No. I expect I might have missed the opportunity. But I also have quite a few embers from all the grinding I did, so... God, okay. Is this meant to be outside, or is there just no texture on the ceiling? Oh, hello! Well, that's nightmarish, what the hell? God, what the hell is that? Ugh! Spider dog, what the hell? I don't know how I survived without taking any damage. He does corrosion damage or something. Well, I want to go in here and kill this thing, but that was horrible. Oh, God. Okay, he doesn't have a lot of health, he's just nasty. Ugh. God, don't look at his face. Ugh. 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 Oh, we got a ring earlier. Better look at that now. Boosts attacks when HP is full. That's neat, but it just... relying on me having full health is quite a tall order. Just for comparison, I wonder... Hang on. Oh, that's not a good one, hang on. It gives you significantly more... Gives you significantly more damage so long as you've got full health. Interesting. What was the, like, amulet or something I just got? No. No. I do not know then. Is that all there was in this room? Is this whatever I just picked up? Which I still can't find in my inventory. Which was very exciting. Yeah, very nasty ambush. And I feel like the phrase ambush ahead adequately describes a spider monkey, a literal spider monkey, just jumping on you. Oh god, that's a trap. God, jeez. Oh no, Longfinger Kirk. See, now Longfinger Kirk has appeared. I think he must come from this direction. I want to kill this guy quickly. Kirk turns up. Now I've got plenty of Titanite. I've got like 99 Titanite. I don't need any more Titanite. If you give me large Titanite, that'd be much better. If I stand here, he can't sneak up on me, I think, so... Oh, there he is. Don't underestimate the bugger. Oh no, oh Jesus, that backstab, look at that. It's half my health back, Christ. I guess you don't get the NPC sentinels helping you for an NPC invasion. Oh, not NPC sentinel, you know what I mean, the blue sentinel guys. Oh no, why have you done this to me? Oh, I do not like them, Sam I am. I think I gotta be aggressive with this sucker. No! God, he just keeps doing the same thing to me over and over again, and I'm falling for it. Hook, line, and sucker. At this point, even though I beat him, I won't have any Esters left, so... Oh no, and I can't homeward out bone out of an invasion, can I? Oh god. Where's he gone? Oop. Come on then, you. Oh, oh. If I kill him now after all that, would be pretty amazing. Oh ha 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 ha. Oh ha 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 ha. What does that barbed straight sword do? God, wherever it is in this massive sword I have. Huh, just like bleeding damage or something. Right, well I've got no Estus now and a bunch of souls, so I really ought to level up. I don't want to call it a day though, because I feel like we must be near a boss. Even if it's just that big dude. If anything, that'd be good foreshadowing. Oh. I can't remember which direction it is from here. I've got so many souls. I'll just go to the shrine bonfire. Too many souls, too many souls. Yeah. Nope. I thought I might have found another one, but I was imagining it. Yep, what do I want? Endurance, dexterity. I'm really liking my stamina at the moment, so doing some endurance. I'm surprised, I don't seem to have found an item that lets me respec yet, and I'm sure they're in the game. Yeah. I realised what my issue with the new Star Wars movies is, by the way, because I liked Force Awakens, but it was a very safe movie. It's almost exactly the same plot as Episode 4, after all. But I thought, hey, you know, they've got that one out of the way, maybe the next one will be more interesting, and they've got Rogue One, which is like a spin-off movie. Maybe they'll take more chances with that. I watched Rogue One. They didn't really take many chances. No spoilers, obviously, but nothing too remarkable happens, and I realised what I dislike about these movies. Well, Force Awakens at least is the beginning of a trilogy, so you can say, well, they've got 2 more movies to flesh out the characters properly. Rogue One is a prequel story that doesn't seem to have, like, you know, it feels like an obvious, like, complete story that will then just lead into the rest of the story, which is in the other movies. Rogue One just it has like 5 or 6 potentially interesting characters who aren't fleshed out enough to actually be interesting. That's the issue with it. They almost have enough personality to be memorable, but not quite. They're too shallow. Characters like the robot are just really funny. Almost everything the robot says, I love. But he has... You know what it is? It feels like the sort of thing where I bet their characters are fleshed out and we get their backstories in, like, comics and novels and stuff, and I'm like, you know, that's fine, but if I watch your whole movie and I don't feel like I care about the characters, and you've done that because you've put all their backstory and shit in, I'm not going to want to read the comics and stuff if I don't care about the characters, am I? You know? You have to give me enough to care about the characters to want to read them. For instance, I went out and I read the Fury Road comic because I loved the movie so much, I wanted to know more. The sad thing about that, though, was the comic doesn't actually... The problem with that comic is it basically just tells you things that the movie had already pretty much made fairly clear that that's what was going on anyway. You know, the movie showed you a lot, and then the comic just outright tells you things you could have reasonably deduced from the movie. So that was a shame, but it did also have good stuff. I love how in the Fury Road comic, the war rig, which is like the main vehicle in Fury Road, the war rig gets an origin story where each major component of the war rig, you get an explanation as to where it came from. Like the 5 main cars that were cannibalized to make the war rig. That's hilarious to me. That this thing, it says a lot about how memorable and important that vehicle is in the story, though, that they just gave it its own origin story. Yeah. Again, a movie like Fury Road does such a better job with its world building and subtle character touches compared to something like the new Star Wars movies. I don't really want to go back in this room. No? Maybe it won't come back. That's probably for the best. I just suddenly realised what room that was, and I was like, oh no, I don't really want to be here. You know, Fury Road it's part of a franchise, but it's got basically nothing to. There isn't really much. You definitely do not need to see the other Mad Max movies to understand Fury Road at all. It's a separate story for all intents and purposes. There's references to the previous movies, but they're in no way necessary to understand what's going on. Yeah. Movies like the new Star Wars movies just make me appreciate how bloody good Fury Road's little world building touches are, you know. As usual, any excuse to mention Fury Road. Hello. There's a lever here, I wonder what that does. Oh, jeez. Get over here, Tin Man. Stab. And then I can just cut him to death, he's standing up again. If you get one backstab in, you can then just slice them up while they're on the ground. Holy shit, there's actually more than one of these things. I didn't notice that. Oh, that looks like a boss arena up there. Huh. Weird that there'd be more than one of them. Given how huge they are. I just assumed that was the same one at the corner of my eye at first. Oh jeez. I came from that direction, didn't I? Oh god, this place is a bit maze-like. Some person is asking me who has Dark Souls now. I have mixed feelings on this, I must say. Oh god, although actually, I was smug the other day. My mixed feelings come from the fact I'm always very concerned if I recommend a game to someone and they get it based largely on my recommendation. I always feel so pressured, like, I hope you like it, I hope I didn't hype it up too much, as I often do. And the other day someone said they played Dying Light because I loved it so much and they were really enjoying it, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm so happy. I mean, you know, I thought he'd enjoy it, but I was just so terrified I'd misjudge it, and but he liked it and it was good. All was well in the world. Grub head. Ooh. Oh god. I don't like this. Are we ever going to get an adequate explanation of all this grub imagery we keep getting in this game? There's lots of maggots. I don't like it at all. Hello. This feels like there should be a something in here. What'd you call it? Bonfire. Is this a shortcut? That'd be good. Ah ha ha! I was just thinking. These wooden doors. This is good. This is another. This right here. Dark Souls 2 does not do this very well. You know, there's one bonfire in this place, but because of the shortcuts and how it's laid out, you know, it's a very satisfying feeling to open a door. You're like, oh, I know where I am. You know. I'm glad that Dark Souls doesn't have a map. I think you'd lose something if you could just have a map, and unless it was a very rudimentary sort of one. Oh. Oh. And now I know where I am again. This is this place earlier. Oh. Is there any point? And he fell off the ledger. Is there any point in being here? Oh. Is this just going to be the same tower this guy was on earlier? No, it's in the other direction. Deep ring! There's some sort of anal sex joke in there somewhere. Oh. Oh, actually, that would give me another achievement slot if I wanted it. I don't currently have any other spells I can cast, I don't think, but I've been tempted for a while to get, what do you call it? Magic missile. Actually, if I got magic weapon, I should really look into that. If I got magic weapon, I could boost my attack power significantly. I'm surprised I haven't remembered to do that. I should do this. I think I found someone who sells the spell. I just don't have the intelligence for it. I'm too dumb to use it. I was just thinking. I reckon these are like 5 guys I have to kill for the thrones. They all seem to be centered around this town, and I reckon we'll kill them and move away from the town. That seems to be what's happening. Nope, not the way to go. Oh, this way, yep. I don't actually have an awful lot of time left today, so I might just try and see if we can have... We've killed a boss today. It was just a very underwhelming boss because I was overpowered, but I would like to try and see if we can get to this whole place over here. Looks like a boss to me, so... Wasn't there a lever over here? There's a lever over here. I wonder what that does. Oh. Okay. What does... Oh, is that a bridge? Bridge up there, okay. Bridge to Terabithia. Sell for a bridge to a boss fight. All these guys I'm pointedly ignoring. God, there's gonna be guys chasing me everywhere. Hello. Ooh. Wait a minute. Oh no! Oh no! I don't think that's this place at all. Oh. Okay. Maybe I'd sell for killing that big guy. That seems like something useful to do. Yeah, let's go mad and let's just see if I can kill one of those guys. That's a nice thing to round out the day with. Killing a giant is a good way to round out your day. That's racist, madam. Oh. Bye. Oh wait, hang on. Yeah, there. Sometimes in Dark Souls there will be enemies who, given their placement in the game, you would think are tougher than they actually are. This is one such occasion. Yeah, I'm suddenly wondering if I've been an idiot. Like, is there a lift going up over here or something? Like, where does this go? Oh, you've buffed yourself, haven't you? Ooh. Oh no. Aha! Joke's on you, Sonny. That's probably the most annoying thing about these guys, is just that they can heal themselves. Right. The only tough thing about these guys is that they're in this stuff, that treacly stuff. I feel like this area is going to take a while to traverse. Ooh. Roll, roll, roll. At least it doesn't poison you like in Blighttown, Jesus. Again, it might literally have been easier to kill him from upstairs, because upstairs you can roll around properly. Oh, hello. Just filled the whole screen. You can see him, the ghost rolling frantically. Okay, just to round out the day, let's do something daring. Hmm? Regretting this so far. I think his moveset might be like a big version of, he seems to be just an upscaled version of the last giant from Dark Souls 2. Yeah, his moveset's very familiar to me. I do like the detail. Oh, you go. Wow, that was really easy, I have to say. For the size of him, I thought it was going to be like open sesame seed. I do like the little detail of the pushing when she pushes the door. Oh, it's a double door. You get to enjoy that animation twice. Oh, there you go. There's your pleasant surprise. Ooh, large titanite and a dung pie. Dark Souls with this dung pie, you are really spoiling us. Now, I reckon these guys probably respawn, because of course they do, but for their size, they don't take a lot of damage, and because they're so big, it's like that giant skeleton boss, because they're so big, they're actually easy to dodge, so it's often bigger bosses are often the easier ones in Dark Souls. Ooh. Hey. Ooh, lovely. Oh, this is actually a completely separate area. I assume this is just I assume that was just going to be a shortcut to the front of the cathedral. This is actually a completely separate area, some bonus items. A nice touch, a nice touch. Nyong. Rolling, rolling. I reckon we might as well have we should have a thwack at the other guy before we call it a day, since I'd kind of assumed that. I guess this is another lesson for Dark Souls, is don't assume just because something looks scary, it actually will be crushingly difficult. That has to be the boss arena over there. Oh, ho! Ah, this guy's surrounded by these bastards. Yeah, also known as in no way difficult, just really annoying. Oh god, I could just wait here and laboriously let these things run over here so I can attack them. Oh, I really can't be fucked his way around for him to... Oh, stomping! Oh dear. Yes, if you gather round his feet, I could stab you while I'm attacking his feet, that'd be good. Oh god. You aren't nearly as intimidating as I expected you to be. This is when he surprisingly kills me by farting on me or something. I'm just in farting range. Oh, Joe! Oh, narrowly dodged that one. Oh. There we are. And he's killed half the dong monsters too. Lucky us. Look at all this shit to pick up. Got some shoes. Oh, gauntlets, is this a whole armor set I'm just picking up here? I think it is. I'm still interested. I haven't found the option to upgrade armor yet, only weapons. Oh god. Oof. Do without that. It's disturbing. I'll tell you something, by the way. I don't think I've mentioned it. I don't recall mentioning this. Much earlier in the game, near one of the first bosses, I was trying to let myself be summoned so that I would help someone to defeat the boss, and that would teach me how to defeat the boss. I got summoned into the area, but it was to fight a boss I didn't know was there, and it must have been for a much later boss, I guess. Oh god, I don't like this at all. Something very creepy going on here. Oh, oh my god, I've got 14,000 souls. I'd really rather not die up here. Oh, get him before he recovers. Oh, they're all falling down. I think he's nearly dead there. Oh, jeez. Oh, there we are. Stay down. Cathedral Knight gauntlets. Cathedral Knight shit. Tempting. Very tempting. Yeah, this is one of the... Oh god, this sludge stuff is just annoying. I might, for all I know, I do have a ring that lets me go through it quick. I just can't be asked to check now. I think letting people have 4 ring slots was a good idea, because having 2 in the first Dark Souls always meant you were losing something. Although it's like halfway through the game in Dark Souls 1 before you actually find any rings worth having, so well, you can get the one ring that's really good. Well, okay, actually I say that there's 2 rings that are really good that you can get really early, but they're not easy to get early, I suppose I should probably say. Ooh, just murdered the clergy. I wonder where this goes. Still kind of hoping to encounter a boss before the day's over. Oh. Okay, now 2 Estus flasks and not really feeling like this is a good idea. Everything tells me this is a terrible idea, but let's see what happens. Oh. Okay, right. Yeah. A definite mob boss. God. That's like the biggest crowd of enemies I think I've ever seen in Dark Souls. Oh, jeez. It doesn't actually seem to be... Who do I attack to actually damage their health bar? Oh, is it the guy with the fire? That would make sense. So basically attack whoever's got the fire and then just run away, because I think they spawn in the classic Dark Souls style. Yeah, that guy looks like Duke Harkonnen, or Baron Harkonnen. Oh, you're an easy one, you're by yourself, you silly monkey. If I actually beat this boss with just 2 Estus, I think it's doable. Because I figured out what I have to do. Abort, abort. That was cocky, that was very cocky. Oh shit, they've penned me in, okay. Oof. Jeez, okay, right. They're not very accurate with their attacks. Ooh. Trying to separate them is really important. Well, they're mostly dead, and I've still got 1 Estus left. They don't seem to be getting much stronger so far. Oh god. I assumed at first you just had to attack as many of them. Oh jeez! Okay, that was new. I guess they do that to you if you just wander off. It's like killing the Pope here, jeez. Oh my god, stop. Oh my god, they all contribute to this massive energy ball. This comes and eats me. Oh my goodness. Well, that's actually all my healing items. If I... Oh, damn! Okay, didn't expect that. Oh man. Huh. I don't think that's a very difficult boss, but that did catch me off guard. Give me credit though, I nearly killed them with barely any health, so I feel like that's quite impressive. Now I need to go back and get my souls without getting killed again, but that's fine. I probably will be able to... I'll run back and get my souls off them, but I won't kill them off camera, obviously. It's been a good day. Been a good 2-hour sesh. Did some stuff. Good fun. Nearly beat this big old cathedral where we killed 1 boss and we nearly killed another. Then we killed those big guys who weren't as difficult as they looked. All good. All very good. And once again, I'm conscious I didn't plan an ending. Eat your greens, kids. Apple a day. I suppose apples aren't green. Oh, no, some apples are green. Eat your green apples, kids. It's Good for bone structure or something. Healthy bowel movements.